Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and start now. I'm Amy Hibbard. I'm the Communications Director for Geezeo, and I'm going to be your moderator today. And this is the 2018-2019 New Year's Resolution Marketing for Digital Financial Management webinar. And before we get started, I just wanted to do a quick introduction of who we have presenting for you guys today. And then I'll give a kind of a rundown of what we'll do. First, we'll have Trey Turner. She's our marketing director at Geezeo. She oversees the adoption marketing for our clients as well as manages the daily marketing projects. She lives in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, where she likes to spend a lot of time riding mountain bikes. Trey is also passionate about helping women and young girls who are working or are interested in pursuing a career in the technology field as a board member with the Charlottesville Women in Technology. We also have Steve Kaiser presenting today, and he is our art director. And he's responsible for developing branding strategies for the company, as well as creating compelling visuals to better interpret data and explore methods of penetration for marketing channels. Steve is a very accomplished artist who used to own an art gallery. So that's a little maybe unknown fact that people may not know about him that have worked with him in the past. And then finally, we have Erin Stephens, who is our client success partner. And she's responsible for connecting with and finding ways to help Geezeo clients successfully use our solutions. She provides training and daily she's just strengthening relationships with our clients. When Erin isn't helping our clients, she's a busy mom who loves CrossFit. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Trey now. And as we go along, we'll have some time at the end of the presentation to answer questions. So if you have questions that you'd like to have answered by one of the panelists, you can go ahead and put that in the chat feature and I will get them. And at the end, we'll go through them. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and have Trey start presenting.
Thanks, Amy.
You're welcome.
Welcome everyone to our Welcome everyone to our Winter Resolution Marketing webinar. I'm so happy you could all join us today. I know we have some longtime clients on the call because I emailed with some of you this morning. And I know that we also have a lot of newer clients on the call. So hello to everyone and thank you so much for taking the time to listen in today. I'm just going to quickly review what Amy just talked about a little bit, some quick intros. I'm Trey Turner, again, Marketing Director for Geezeo. Our team creates the marketing campaigns that we're going to talk about today. We'll have Steve Kaiser, Art Director. He's going to share some information about the graphics of the campaign with us. And if anyone has any technical questions for him about the files, the being able to change them, what type of files that we have and all of those kind of questions. Steve's here to answer those questions, so it's great to have him on board too. And we'll also have Erin Stephens, our client success partner, do an awesome data demo for us in the admin. I know a lot of you have probably talked with her before and met her either in person or online, but she is our product expert today. So any product questions that you have, particularly about how the admin works and functions. She's going to do a demo of that, but if you have any questions for her, go ahead and put those in the chat feature too, and she'll be around to answer those for you as well. Quickly, just go over the agenda for today. We have some new clients, like I said, on the call. So we're going to go over things in a little more detail than we usually do. So please chime in if you have any questions or if there's something that we don't hit today that you would like to know more about, and we can either answer them at the end or we can set up a separate phone call for that. Quickly, our agenda today, we're going to go over some common challenges that your marketing department might have and some solutions for that. Also, what is adoption marketing, which is a little bit different than maybe we might think about traditional marketing. Talk about the idea of consistent engagement and why that is so valuable for your PFM platform. We're also going to talk about what we know about our audience when we put together our promotions and our campaigns and our educational programs, what we know about those audiences and why we put together what we put together, what the messaging is and why that's important. Also, very important this time, we're going to talk about the power of resolutions for financial marketing and why that's such a powerful message for people starting in the new year. It's our most popular time of year where people dig in to PFM. So it's the perfect time to reach out to them and educate them and help them. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We'll also review quickly just some best practices and examples. I know some of you are new and you might want to see how other clients are using the campaign and how they set it up and how they might alter it or not alter it. Just some examples for you to see. And then, like I said, Erin is going to do a fabulous data demo for us and just show us some of the options that we have in the admin for the data reports that you can get and use in your other marketing efforts. And then, of course, at the end, we'll have some time for Q&A. Just a bit of housekeeping about terminology. We have clients from a variety of different technology partners and providers. So I just quickly wanted to mention that these are some interchangeable terms. I am going to be talking about PFM today on this webinar, but PFM is OFM, depending on who your provider is. Also, PFM, OFM, DFM, digital money management, digital financial management. These are all interchangeable terms for us. So I don't want anybody to be confused. If something sounds confusing and you might not understand what it's about, just give us a shout and we'll let you know. So we all know why we're here, right? We're going to talk about some pain points, some challenges that you and your marketing team might have, particularly if you have low bandwidth or maybe a small marketing team, or sometimes even if you have a large marketing team, bandwidth can be a problem. And we know that. So you want to get data from your PFM platform. That's one of the reasons that you have it, one of the most important reasons. So you can use those insights, that data, in your other marketing efforts. But of course you're busy and you need simple, consistent solutions for engagement with your users to help generate that data. So that's what we're going to talk about today. First, let's recognize why what we call adoption marketing is important. This is a graphic of how your PFM platform works essentially for you and how adoption marketing fits into that. You have this PFM platform, you want to get insights from it so you can provide meaningful offers to your audience, loans, credit card offers, whatever you want to offer. But first you have to bring those users in. You want to learn about them, but you have to first bring them in. You have to get your online users to adopt your PFM platform and then consistently engage with it. Right? So those users become power users, and now you're getting good insights for your targeted offers and for the rest of your marketing. So this is just kind of a good way to think about how it's an ongoing, I drew it as a circle because I think of it as this ongoing cycle. You're not just promoting it once and then leaving it alone. You're promoting it and doing your adoption marketing constantly. Because engagement essentially is the fuel that keeps your PFM engine running. It's the user engagement with your PFM platform that gives you those marketing insights that you want. And the key to that engagement is consistent engagement. A routine, year-round plan for educating your online users about your PFM platform and giving them new reasons to engage with all the different features. So Geezeo provides year-round educational and promotional campaigns for your users. So this is what we're going to talk about today. We have quarterly campaigns, or roughly quarterly. Sometimes it doesn't always fall exactly on the quarter, like we're going to talk a little bit about this campaign, releasing a little early. But our goal here at Geezeo is, once you have the PFM platform, we're here to help you engage consistently all year round. And here's the point. Each different campaign is going to talk about a different feature and promote and educate about a different feature of your PFM platform. So first, we're going to talk about the feature topic of goals in the resolution campaign. In the spring, we'll talk about the cash flow calendar feature. In the summer, we'll talk about adding accounts from other financial institutions or syncing those accounts in your PFM. And then in the fall, we're going to talk about budgeting and spending targets. So we're basically going to create materials for you, promotional materials, year round, so that you can just consistently be educating. And we'll talk a little bit more later about the particular materials that we offer with the campaign. But even if you just want to use some of the pieces and parts just to kind of keep that education going, say you just want to use the social, because you don't have time to maybe implement other things on your website, or maybe somebody else manages your website and that's harder for you to do. So maybe you just use the social for a couple of the campaigns that you might not implement on your website. That's completely fine. We'll talk about that. But the thing that I want to talk about today is that we are trying to release this resolution campaign a little earlier this year. We normally would wait until December to make these files available to you, but we've decided that this is such a powerful campaign for PFM that we wanted to release it a few weeks early. Number one, to give you time to make sure that you can implement it if you want to plug in the social to your Hootsuite or whatever you're using, to plug in the graphics on your website, to get your emails lined up, to get your statement stuffers printed. So we wanted to release all these materials to you so that you could use whatever pieces of it you wanted to and have plenty of time to get all that set up. But also, I've heard from some of you that normally in December, we wouldn't have a campaign running. That would be an off month. But I know that a lot of you would like to have something in December to run. So we've set this campaign up so that if you want to launch it to your customers and members in December, you can certainly do that. So the files are available today. I'll give you the link to download them at the end of this webinar. And if you wanted to download them and start implementing the campaign and releasing it to your customers and members in December, that's perfectly fine with us. So we'll talk about the details of that in just a little bit. I want to go back to talking about why consistency for your engagement matters. For example, here's an example of one client who consistently uses our quarterly marketing campaigns. You can see how over time, this is a consistent build of steady adoption, right, of their active users of the platform. So these are typical results that we see, a steady rise in adoption for clients who use our quarterly campaigns. So these are some numbers that can be goals for you. For your adoption numbers, this is a real client, and these are real numbers from that client. So these are, targets that you can set for yourself by using our campaigns and letting your customers and members know more about your platform. As with all of the marketing resources we offer, the marketing campaigns give you options. Okay, so here are three options, three different ways that you can use these resources that we create for you. We try to create them as turnkey as possible so that if you're small and you don't have a lot of bandwidth to put a whole bunch of stuff together, we're going to give you resources that you can use as is. You can simply download the campaign and use it as is. So if you have a small marketing department, you don't have a lot of bandwidth, or maybe if you're large and you still don't have a lot of bandwidth, just download the campaign. There are a lot of resources in there, and a lot of people use them just as is. But the second option is that you can DIY, what I call DIY the materials. We'll give you all of the files and all of the files to customize for yourself. If you have a team that can do graphics work, we can hand off all of the graphics files to you so that you can add your logo and your color and your custom messaging if that's what you want to do. definitely an easy thing to do, and we can hand those over to you if you want them. Or the third option is Geezeo Custom. We have a creative team here too. If you need assistance with some of that customization, some of it we do for free if it's something really simple, like popping your logo on a graphic, or maybe popping your logo. Please just ask if that's something you're interested in. When we talk about participating in the campaigns, this is what we mean. We use that word participate a lot, and you'll see it in some of the emails that you receive from me over the next couple of weeks, just sending you some reminders about the campaign. But basically, if you're using any of the materials, the social or the graphics, we want to know. So we can add you to our participation list and track your results. And we'll also send you reminders during the campaign. And then at the end, we'll send you a report so you can see how you did. So when you see on the campaign website the yes, I want to participate button, this is what we're talking about. So that'll be a place for you to let me know. And it's pretty easy to participate. Really, all we mean is download the files, post them somewhere on your site, and provide your URL and let us know. It's pretty simple. We know why we're here. We know the PFM campaigns provide you the opportunity to be an advocate to your members and customers, and more so than ever, the resolution campaign is important for that. This is about advocacy. This is about helping them with their resolutions and helping them with their financial success. Very important. You want to engage your customers more deeply, and the campaign will deliver those real results for you, bring you those insights, especially with the resolutions campaign. You can truly be an advocate, and that's going to bring in the insights and the results. So let's dig a little deeper into those results. These are some average results from the clients who participated in last year's winter resolution campaign versus those who did not. And as you can see, the clients who participated in that campaign far outperformed clients who did not use the campaign. These results are typical trend we see for clients who use our marketing campaigns. And size does not matter. Large financial institutions or small financial institutions have great results. So either way, using our campaigns is going to bring you some great results. So some of our campaigns include a contest or sweepstakes like this one does. Our winter resolution campaign is going to have a contest or sweepstakes included. And sometimes we have other campaigns that don't have a contest involved. And the thing to know about that is we have some details if you want to participate in the campaign that includes the contest. And I'll tell you all about that here in just a second. But also, if you're not interested in the contest aspect of the campaign, all you have to do is let me know, and we can provide you materials and files that don't include the contest aspect. If you just need materials that are about resolutions and about advocacy, we can provide that too. But here are some details about the contest that's going to be included. Specifically about this contest, you could start, so like I said earlier, you can start using this campaign in December if you want to. The files are going to be available today for you, and you could start to use the campaign in December, but technically we have to set like a beginning and an end date for the contest so that we know for the sweepstakes who to put in that basket to draw names from. So the contest technically is going to run from January 1st to February 28th. So that's the copy that you'll see that we've included in the documentation for the contest. Like there is a document for the rules that you'll need to post on your website, which I'll show you in a minute. And it gives the contest date as January 1st to February 28th. Few more details. Geezeo handles the drawing of the sweepstakes. I will pull reports at the end of the campaign, and I can see who your qualified candidates are, your qualified users, who has basically set up a goal in your PFM between those dates. And then also Geezeo pays for these prizes. But if you want to offer your own prize too, If you want to make sure that there's a winner from your financial institution, just let me know. We can help set that up too. You can pay for an individual prize from your FI, and clients do that sometimes. And that way you can guarantee a winner from your financial institution. But the overall sweepstakes, there are going to be 5 total prizes from Geezeo, essentially, 2 $250 Amazon gift cards, and 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. So marketing is about knowing your audience. Let's talk a little bit about who that audience is. When we think about our marketing campaigns and we create our marketing campaigns, we think a lot about who that audience is. It's no secret that millennials are now the largest generation, a trend that's definitely set to continue. You can see that graphic there shows you that on into 20th generation. And we also know that this group particularly appreciates digital platforms for financial management. So you are right where they want you to be, right? You have the tools that are going to help them be financially successful. And this is what they want from you. They want these digital tools from you. But the other thing that we know about the millennial or just younger generations in general and how they feel about finances is that it's important to build trust. Talking about how cool your financial institution is or how great it is really isn't the message that young people want to hear, that millennials and younger generations want to hear. It's a turnoff to much of that audience. And given the changing view of debt, your message about your PFM platform should be a message about us helping you, right? And that's a really powerful message that we try to communicate through our promotional materials. I want to talk a little bit more about the financial resolutions that we're going to be focusing on for this campaign. And I think Amy had a poll for us that we could take. And can everyone see that? Amy, you can turn your mic on and let me know.
Yeah, it should be up. Can you guys see it? Oh yeah, because I see them coming in now. So
awesome. So tell us what your resolutions are going to be this year. We'll give everyone a few minutes to answer.
Looks like we're about 70% voted, so we'll keep it open another minute or so. Okay, well, we haven't had anybody else vote in about a minute, so I'll go ahead and close the poll and share. Let's see.
Can everyone see those results, Erin? Can you see them yet?
Looks like we had about 77% that voted.
So it looks like about 35% want to save more. About 29% want to pay down their debt, and about 35% want to spend less. That sounds about right. So recent Fidelity report from last year shows that financial resolutions for most people want to save more. And a fewer people want to pay down their debt, but our report was a little different than that today. And then spending less is about 20%, about 18 to 20%. So you can see that, these are the top 3 financial resolutions. It doesn't surprise me that ours were about broke even, because these are the top 3 that everyone kind of wants to focus on. I think it's a powerful message for all of us to realize that these kind of financial resolutions aren't, vague. It's really something that everybody is interested in doing. You know, don't we all in the new year think to ourselves, okay, this year I'm going to get organized. I'm going to find a way to make myself more financially successful. And especially right after the holidays, you know, in December, people are really in the thick of it and thinking about their holiday spending. But after the holidays, when all those bills start coming due, you know, I think during December, people start thinking about it. So I think the fact that some of you might want to launch the campaign during December to talk about resolutions would make sense, because getting people thinking about their finances and their financial resolutions sooner rather than later, I think is a great thing, because I think it's something that's meaningful to all of us. So our winter campaign is a resolution theme, which we always focus on in the new year. And we've set up a website where you can download all of the materials. And this is the link to it. I'm not sure if I'm going to have Steve Kaiser talk a little bit more to us about what all's provided. And he's the one who sets up the website, so he'll be able to tell us whether this is ready to go or not. So Steve, are you on?
Hey there, everybody. Thanks, Trey. You hear me?
I can definitely hear you. And so I'm going to go on to the next slide. But first, if you'll tell us about this website a little bit.
Yeah, so the site is up. It is active. It will describe really, it'll go into a little bit of what Trey's mentioned about some of the trends and why you should use this. Further at the bottom, there are going to be a lot of FAQs. So even after this, if you still have some questions, there's a little touchstone for you there on some of the information. It's going to describe dates and everything you need. And most of all, it's going to give you the opportunity to download it. You're going to enter your name and a little bit of information, and then you'll be able to download the files right from there. As you see here, we give a variety of sizes for digital ads. We have web banners, landing pages, internal dashboard ads, lobby monitor size. So we sort of scan a number of sizes that seem to fit some specific locations, but then when you get to your website or some other things, there might be sizes that you use that we don't offer. So in that case, you can request the native files from us if you have design on staff that can adjust those sizes, or if you have needs beyond that, you can reach out to us and we'll see what we can do to help. Anywhere from resize to custom colors or anything else you might need. So that's all in the download package. As well, we have offered this time quite a number of alternative versions of the image. So you can pick one that you feel good about. These are our social images. So we've offered like 3 varieties for Facebook, for Twitter, and for Instagram. So that'll be, I think that's how a lot of people reach out and stay active with you know, engaging customers. So we have a number of those available this time, a bit more than typical. We also have a number of print resources. We have a couple. We have the statement stuffers, which in the download you'll get a PDF of. If you choose to use that, you can request the native file, because there's some information there that needs to be updated with a link, your FI name, the PFM name. So some things there. And so you've got a good lead time on this campaign this time, because we're launching it earlier. So that way, you know, you can schedule in getting it printed and to make time to stuff it or to postcards. We offer some of the email and web content. Trey will pick up and talk a bit about the copy that she provides. But and this will show you some of the graphics that fit emails and web content. And we also have a video that I believe in previous campaigns, maybe the last one was pretty popular. We saw it used quite a bit online. So we sort of went with some fun there with that one this time as well. So that's a good little resource, active, and you see more and more video on social media. So that's a real engagement machine there.
Yeah, and also Steve, thanks for that. It's great to go over that graphic stuff because we get a lot of questions about that. So anyone who has more questions for Steve about technical stuff, we can answer at the end, and also you can always email him. We'll give everyone's email out at the end here. But yeah, so the video was really popular last time, and I think part of that was that we offer to customize that for you for free. If you want to add your logo and your URL at the end of it, we can definitely do that for free for you. We have a system where we can do that pretty easily. So please just hit us up if that's something that you're interested in.
Yeah, and I guess just to speak a
I
little
also
bit.
want to talk a little bit. Oh, sorry, Steve.
Sorry. I was just going to say the theme, the design theme, we played around with some of the icons that are actually in the PFM dashboard. So there's some crossover and help link people from, the campaign back to the product. And, I think we just feature graduation, weddings, vacation, new car, or a home. So, I know some of those are exactly what your FIs are hoping to help people with. So we're trying to link that up and get that in their mind of, hey, here's a goal, here's a resolution, and, you can serve them up and help them out. So just wanted to add that too. So thanks, Trey.
Yeah, that's a really important point. So last time in our fall campaign, we did a little bit of the same, which is to pull in some of the icons actually from the platform so that people will feel familiar with it. And that's part of the educating them about the platform itself. And basically just trying to create a visual message that ties in with the idea of resolutions and the idea of setting up a financial goal. We have also some alternate social graphics that we showed you a few of them before, but there's also a whole nother set of social graphics in this package that you're going to see that are set up for these icons and have just a really direct, simple message. So there's a huge variety of social materials in this package, not to mention just the copy for the text, to put in with your posts. And I basically just used my Facebook account to kind of grab a little screenshot here. But just to kind of show you how exactly that's going to fit into your Facebook. And then we also have the Twitter and Instagram sized ones too, because there's a variety of different sizes. Oops, skipped ahead a little bit. So just going to talk a little bit about best practices and some examples of kind of how people have used the campaign in the past. This is on the top left there is our fall campaign graphic, that one that we provided for the basically for the campaign fall, gave to you in a couple of different sizes. And then as you can see, just different ways that clients used that graphic or that message where we were talking about in the fall, setting up your budget, your spending targets for your holiday shopping. And that campaign is actually still running and will run until the end of November. So this is still a message that's out there, but as you can see, some people use it as is. Like I said, a lot of people use our materials as is because we have places for you to customize the copy when you post it. And then other clients add their own branding and add their own imagery to reflect who they feel their audience is. So that's perfectly fine and a great idea to kind of adapt, especially with your logo or your colors or anything that you think is going to help reach your audience and let them know this is coming from you. Or other people just use the messaging and don't use our graphics at all, maybe for the social. Maybe they find their own social images that feel more meaningful to them or that feel more like they're going to connect with their audience. So I want to go ahead and introduce Erin again and let her take the presenter wand for a little while. She's going to run us through a quick demo of the platform and basically when your users, when your customers and your members use your PFM platform to set up a goal in their PFM, which is what we're encouraging them to do with this campaign. Basically, Erin's going to talk to you a little bit about what can you do with that data? How do you get it? And then we'll talk a little bit about what you can do with it. So Erin, I'm going to pass the presenter wand over to you. Give me 1 second to do that. All right.
Okay. All righty. Good afternoon, everybody. Now that we've talked about how crucial engagement and consistency is to make PFM successful, I'd like to discuss why it's so imperative. Once your members are congregating accounts, inputting their financial wants and needs, setting up goals, budgeting, and spending targets, you have everything that you need. Transparency into your user base and all of that valuable data. Your custom insights are available on your admin dashboard via the monthly engagement report and on-demand reporting. You'll hear me refer to the term aggregated, and for those of you who may be seeing this platform for the first time or may not be as familiar with the tool, it simply means that your end user has gone in and added their external financial relationships. This is the name of the PFM game. You want those insights. I cannot emphasize that enough. I want to quickly mention right here, let me just minimize. Your engagement report is uploaded monthly and provides information from the previous month. So now your financial institution will be able to see usage data on a user level. You can see who's using the product, what their external relationships are, if they have goals set up, and how actively they're utilizing the solution. So that's going to be right here on your dashboard every single month, right in the reports and documents section. So that brings us to what I want to highlight today, and that's the goals feature of PFM, how to run on-demand reporting as it pertains to goals, and highlight how advantageous that is to your financial institution for user-based transparency and, of course, target market opportunities, which equals revenue for your bank or credit union. So to get there, you would go to run a report, marketing campaign report, and here's where you're going to target your users. You can filter out and run on-demand reporting for any goal category you would like. Geezeo actually has 10 savings goal categories with the option to create a custom and 3 payoff goals. I'll show them right here. Today I'm going to show you 2 quick examples of how to run that report. We're going to look at a car savings goal and paying off a credit card. I tend to find that these are really common with my clients. They create sales conversations, and of course, they generate revenue opportunities. So let me quickly show you how to filter out and run those by targeting your users. And please keep in mind that this is a demo environment, so I'm not going to physically run the reports because the results may not populate. However, I am going to show you the specific steps and what you would need to get there. So here we're going to show you how to get the report for those users that are saving for a car. You would go to savings goal type is save for a car, and you can see we have those 10 categories like I had just talked about. You hit save for a car, run that report, and what that's going to give you is a list of everyone who has gone in and told PFM, yes, I am saving, I have a target savings goal to pay off, to save for a car. And then if you're searching for payoff goals, you would switch your category to payoff goal type is pay off a credit card, or whichever one you're searching for. We have loans, and then of course a custom payoff goal. So once you actually hit run the report, you have 2 options. You can download a CSV file or start a marketing campaign report. The CSV file gives you a list of those users that have met the criteria that you've specified. So in our case, it's those that are saving for a car like we talked about, or have the payoff goal to pay off their credit card. So this would be helpful to upload into a CRM program, to provide to say like your lending or marketing team or your retail employees to have conversations with your customers or members when they visit branches. You can start a marketing campaign report to those targeted users. For example, if your financial institution is running a fantastic promotion for a Visa balance transfer, this would be an ideal opportunity to target those users that have set up a savings goal type to pay off their credit card, generating revenue for your financial institution, and you're making that custom experience for your user. You're targeting your product based on what they have told PFM their wants or needs are. So you're creating that tailored custom experience for your end. More than happy to do that for any of your team members.
Thanks, Erin. That was awesome. I really appreciate it. And data really is the point, aside from advocacy and providing a tool or a platform for your users that helps them be financially successful. Equally as important is the data that you're going to get from that platform once they do engage. So Erin, can you hand that wand back to me, the magic wand?
You got it.
There it is. Can you see my screen, Erin?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So one of the things that I kind of want to transition into talking about after Erin gave that awesome presentation, really quick, but like she said, we do lots of one-on-one demos if you need a personalized demo of that too. But I really wanted to include her in this webinar because the point of your adoption marketing, the point of these marketing campaigns is bringing people in to use your platform so that you can get the best data, the best insights about them so that you can make meaningful offers to them, so that you can reach them one-on-one. So I want to tell a quick story. I was listening to a radio interview, driving in the driving rain on the way to the ABA Bank Marketing Conference about a month ago in Baltimore. And I was lucky enough to be entertained by a radio interview that I heard with Seth Godin. And he's, you know, a pretty big marketing guru. And he said some really meaningful things. And it was really making me think about just how we can use these meaningful insights to make meaningful offers and to make connections, really. So he was talking to me, and I'm paraphrasing here because I certainly didn't have a pen as I was listening to the radio, but I'm paraphrasing. But what he was talking about was how real marketing, you know, honest to goodness marketing, what is that about? It's about connection, right? You're trying to connect and helping someone be their best self, be the best version of themselves is truly what marketing connection is all about, right? Because if you're helping them be the best version of themselves, then they're going to want what you have to offer. You're offering them something that's valuable to them. That's what it's all about. That's true connection, true marketing. So when we're talking about these insights that you're going to get from your PFM platform, that's what's helping you know them. And that's what it helps you know what is valuable to them. What do they need to be financially successful? That sort of ties in then, his conversation went on to talk about how there really are no macro markets anymore. And when we talk about marketing these days, there's no macro market. You're certainly not going to serve up an ad to thousands of people, the same ad, right? Not these days. That's not what we do these days, okay? You know, look at what Amazon does. Do they serve up the same ad to thousands of people? No. They serve up an ad to you based on what you did on their site. So that's kind of what we're talking about here. Finding ways to reach people on a personal level. That's what that PFM insights and PFM data is all about. Then Erin was just showing you. So I kind of wanted to just go through a really simple way of thinking about how to use that, right? Because it doesn't just matter to have a bunch of data unless you have a strategy for it. And here's a really simple way to think about that. So triggers in your marketing is something that we all think about and know about. So for example, when somebody does something in your PFM platform. Say they set up a savings goal because now you're launching this campaign to them, you're educating them, you're telling them why it's important in their own life to have financial goals and set them up. So let's say they go ahead and they go in and they set up a financial goal in PFM. Let's say they set up a goal to save for a car. So what are you going to do with that information? So you're going to download that report, and I would recommend as often as weekly. Just simply download the report, set up a schedule for yourself, set this up as your strategy, download it weekly, and then either decide what you're going to do with that information beforehand. What is your strategy? I'm going to import this into my marketing system that I already have, an automated system that I already have set up. And every time somebody sets up a saving goal in PFN, it's going to prompt my automated marketing system to send them a car loan ad or a postcard or an email from you, right? So that's just a really simple way to think about it. And you don't have to have an automated system to do that either. So I just want to talk about this because a lot of times what I hear from clients is that, oh, I downloaded the report and there really, there were just a few. There were just a few people who did this or just a few people who did that. Well, right. Right. Because just like what Amazon is doing, they're not looking to hit 1,000 people. They're looking to hit you, right? And if you get the right market, if you get the right market with the right message, that's where success is these days in marketing. That's why insights work. And that's why marketing data and insights are such a big deal. If this is something that you want to talk more about, setting up these triggers at your own financial institution, please just give me a call. We can sort of talk a little bit more about some ideas for that. Speaking of additional marketing resources, other than just the campaigns that we offer, I just quickly wanted to talk about the fact that we offer all sorts of other marketing resources for you. If you are using the quarterly campaigns, that's fantastic. We also offer landing page templates. If that's something that you need, we offer them for free. There's a free version that we can give to you, and we customize that for you pretty simply with your colors and your FI name and your URL and your links. We can do that for you for free, and it really has great video and benefits copy all about your PFM platform. We also offer all kinds of different video, so we can show you a little bit about that. We have how-to and tutorial videos that are great for your website, great for social. We also have a client portal that is on our website and also available to you, client resources library on our website. But also we have a client portal through the client success team. They can send you a link in an email, and it'll kind of walk you through all the different resources that we have. So just some things for you to know about. Clearly, if you have any questions, just give us a call and ask us or shoot us an email. Just quickly, here's an example of that landing page template that we offer. It's called Launchpad. That's how we refer to it, because you can launch your platform from here. But as you can see, this is the free version that we do. We also have 2 higher customized versions. We can customize it however you like from here. We'll talk to you about that too, if that's something that you're interested in. But the free version has your PFM name, your financial institution name, your brand color, a link to your online banking login page, and then we'll automatically put the campaign ad quarterly on here for you. So you'll have a place to link to then if you're using this in social and such. This is just a quick reminder that we also offer all of those videos. We have generic versions that you can download for free and customize yourself, or we have custom versions that we can do for you. And if you're interested in anything like that, please just give me a call, or you can click that link. I'll be sending this link to the recording of this webinar, and probably also the PDF of this presentation to everyone tomorrow. So these links will work for you there. I kind of want to open up the floor now for Q&A, and I think Amy is going to moderate that for us. So Amy, let us know if you have any questions coming your way.
Okay, yeah, just if you have any questions, you can go down to the bottom of the control panel, and there's a chat section. You can add your questions there. I'll just give a couple minutes or a couple seconds to see if anybody has any questions. Okay, it looks like some are coming in. First one, can I add my logo? And if so, how much does that cost?
Yeah, so this is a question that we get a lot, kind of how to customize the materials. So we can either provide you with the art files. We will get Steve Kaiser to send those to you. And if you have someone on your team who can pop a logo onto any of our graphics, you're welcome to do that. There's no right or wrong way, kind of like we talked about. And if that's something that you need for us to do for you, we can do that too. If it's something simple, we can pop a logo on there for you. But if it's something more complex with, different text or different messaging, that's something that we can talk about further customization.
Okay, another one. What's the deadline to participate?
So deadline is kind of a relative term a lot of times when we talk about for the campaigns, because if there's not a contest involved, I would really recommend that you just jump in anytime you're able and use the marketing and promotional materials that we offer to you. Talking about contest, I really do need to know by the time the contest begins, like the first week of January for this one, I really do need to know by then if you want your users to be included, because if they add a goal, then they're going to be included in the sweepstakes. So for this campaign, if you're going to participate in the sweepstakes and in the contest, I'd recommend that you let me know the first week of January so that I can add you to that list.
Okay, let's see. I've got another one. Do I have to do the contest?
No, not at all. All you need to do, if you're not going to do the contest, when you click that link for participation, just let me know that you don't want to do the contest, and then we can put you on a separate list for that, just so that I'll still send you a report, but I don't necessarily need to include your users in the sweepstakes at the end in the drawing.
Okay, and I've got one more here. Is there a limit to how many goals a user can set up?
Yeah, that's one that that's a question for me. No, there's absolutely no, there's no limit to the number of goals that a user can set up within PFM. You can have as many as you'd like.
Okay, I think that's it.
That's all the questions we have for today.
Yep, it looks like it. Well, oh wait, hold on. It looks like I have some more that just came in too.
Okie doke.
Will you be, let's see, will you be emailing the link to download the materials?
Yes, definitely. I'm probably going to email that out to everyone tomorrow morning. So everyone today will get kind of a sneak peek, but I'll be emailing the link out tomorrow morning, and then probably a few reminders over the next couple of weeks too.
Okay, then someone was asking specifically on the landing page. I'm guessing they're talking about the Launchpad. They're asking, is it hosted on our servers or yours? And do you just provide the code?
Oh, that's an excellent question. I didn't even think to cover that, but that's an excellent question. So it can be either or. We can either host the page for you, which is really handy. It's a very, what I call set it and forget it option. If you need us to host it for you, there is a hosting option that we can talk about. And a lot of people, in fact, a lot of people choose that option because it makes it really easy for them. And that means we will automatically put the campaign graphic on there for you. And also, if there's a contest involved, we'll also do your rules documents for you and put the links on there for that too. So that's a pretty handy thing to have. But if you don't need us to host it, we can either hand you all of the building blocks for your own landing page. If you have a really strong website template, like a content management system, and you really just need those building blocks, we can hand off all that to you. We can hand you the video and the copy that goes on there, or we can build the page for you in HTML and hand that to you as well. It really just depends on what you need.
Okay. If we have any questions regarding this promotion, whether to do contest participation or not, who should we be contacting?
Well, I think first of all, I think any of us on this call can answer your questions. So anyone on your client success team, if anyone from client success is someone that you're close to and you talk to pretty often and you feel comfortable emailing them, anyone can answer your questions from the client success team. Certainly me, I'll be sending a few email reminders out over the next couple of weeks just to offer help if anyone needs it, or Amy or Steve, or really any of us.
Okay, and one last one. How can we do our own contests outside of when Geezeo has contests set up?
Well, that's definitely something that we could talk about, because there are a couple of options for that. If you wanted to use our materials, like the graphics that we provide here, and then do your own contest and not participate in the sweepstakes, that's one way that it could be set up. But we can also, then I would just want to know from you if you wanted us to run your reports and do the drawing for you at the end, which we've definitely done for people before. So that's an option. Or you can just not do a contest at all, or you can participate in our contest, or you can do both. You can participate in our contest and also offer a unique prize from your FI.
Okay, well, I think that's all the questions that we have now. Oh, wait, no, another one just came in.
Thanks. Good.
Is there a fee for you to host?
Yeah, there is a fee for the hosting, and it kind of depends on which version of the landing page you want to get. Generally, that fee is right around $50 a month. And sometimes that might change if you get a different custom version or if you need something different from us, but that's a pretty typical monthly fee.
Okay, that's it. That's it now.
Thanks, Amy. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Those are great questions. Please send the rest our way. Thank you to Steve, and thank you to Erin, and thanks to all of our clients who are here with us today. Really appreciate it. Please let us know if you have any further questions. We're always here and ready to help you with anything that has to do with the campaign, or really anything that has to do with marketing at all. Any resources that you need, or anything that you want to talk about, how to use the admin and how to export that data, and how to use those data insights to reach out to your audience with really meaningful offers. Thanks, everyone. Really appreciate your time today. We'll be talking to you soon.